Howdy friends, it's Annie coming back at you from the cornfield. I wanted to show you, I'm going pretty slow right now. I'm into corn, this is so great. Right out there, look, I already did a round right there. You might be able to see some cobs, corn cobs, but you really don't see any corn laying out there. So my point is, I'm picking up most of the corn. My big corn getting gathered up so I go stacking a little silver, perhaps some real gold. That would be pretty awesome. But we gotta wait and see how this all turns out. I hope everyone was able to have a great weekend and spend some time with your loved ones and do some stacking and staying prepared for the weeks ahead that we find ourselves in. I'm going to show you something on this header. Somebody asked me something about it. When we moved out to the farm, we used every penny we had to invest in farm stuff. Well, at the last minute we decided we were going to plant corn. This is like 7 or 8 years ago. But we didn't have a corn head. So my husband asked me if he could trade Big Blue Pearl in on the corn head. So it hurt my heart a little bit, but I agreed. Hold on, I'm going to turn. Big Blue Pearl was my switchback. She was the second motorcycle I owned. The first one was a Sportster that I rode to Sturgis about 600 or 700 miles. I would not recommend that to anyone. That is one of the toughest jobs I ever did. But after I did that, I traded my Sportster in on my switchback. A 103 twin cam engine, and that little lady would rock and roll down the highway with everybody. Awesome motorcycle. But, as often happens in life, you know, you get a surprise and you have to roll with the changes or get rolled over. So, yep, riding my motorcycle to Sturgis did come to an end shortly thereafter. But we did have a lot of fun. My husband had a big Harley and my girlfriend, she had a big Honda. We all went out there a couple times. It was fun. But anyway, back to reality here. This corn right here has turned out pretty good. I really need to pay attention. I've almost got this field done, and I'm going to just jump across to the west and go do that one. As per usual, I got Harvey. I don't know if you've seen, but Harvey feels like I do. He's tired. Everybody's getting kind of tired, a little burnt out, but gotta get the corn picked. It is what it is. There's my grain cart driver waiting for me to get this patch done. Anyway, did anybody find any 2025 Silver Eagles? I actually did, but that's for another day. I feel fortunate I got them when I did. Be sure to keep stocking up your pantries, because I don't know, about the Snapocalypse. The grocery stores count on those SNAP benefits is about as much as the recipients do. So that is going to affect those businesses. I mean, I don't know. You know, they've talked about the Great Reset for a long time, and I think we're there. I really do. That way they can usher in your CBDCs and all that crap. And sorry to say it, not sorry, because that's what it is. It's a big scam. That is why we are stackers. We got to keep on converting the worthless fiat into precious metals that will retain their value, because they always have. So, Scott, I gotta stay on the road here. Now we're in a tourist channel. I'm driving one-handed while I film. It's just a wee bit tricky. So yeah, I'm just saying hello to everybody and just reminding you, keep stacking, you know, keep your chin up. Everybody, well not everybody, but a lot of people are really going through some tough financial times right now. And the world is changing. So we've got to be prepared to, I guess, change with it best we can. So, yep. Stacking your silver and have fun with it, and just dollar cost average the best you can. That's what I do. Not that I'm giving anybody any advice, because I'm not. But you just have to do, you gotta do you the best you can. Right now, this is making 88 bushels the acre, which for dryland corn is not too bad. So that's what my monitor is showing. Another terrace. A little careful. I'm going to show you. Now here is where we've got done cutting all this. Praise the Lord, so glad that's done. But I've got a couple more fields to do. One right south of me and one right west of me. So, this is what I'll be doing for a little while. I will not be going anywhere probably for a few days, because it's going to take me some time to get this done. And the coin shop's going to have to go on without me for a while. Darn it. packing and prepping. I mean, I don't think any of us will regret that. You know, before I go, I'll tell you a little story. My mom always, hang on, gotta get on my right row. My mom was a prepper before it was cool. Just a minute. Can you get behind me so I can unload? They built their house, and when they did, they had a storm room, and that's where she put all of her canned stuff, and it had a 12-inch thick cement ceiling in that room. And yep, her parents were the same way. When my grandparents died, they there's my grain cart driver pulling up beside me to unload. We cleaned out their basement, and all my grandma's canned food that they hadn't used, some of them were 20 years old, they were all dated. And so I guess, I don't know, it must be in my blood. I came from a family of people that always tried to be prepared. But anyway, God bless you all. Keep your head on a swivel while you're out there doing the things. And Harvey and I better focus on getting the grain cart loaded. Isn't he a beautiful little boy? Okay. Keep your head on a swivel and have a great rest of your day. God bless you. Annie's out.